Hello folks, I'm the Red. This is Minds Beneath Us, and last we left off, we had spent most of our time debriefing from our first day as a spy. I'm seeing these people flash right by us and distracted me for a minute there, but that's the road. They're not just sprinting at that speed, which is what I initially thought for a split second. Any case, besides our debrief, we also had a little chat with Lawrence and 23, and now Lawrence wants us to get him Boba. I do remember he gave us an order as in what he wants to order, but I do not remember at all what it was, so I hope Jason here does. Yeah. Was it Nata Jelly Bubble Tea? No ice, half sugar. I do remember extra bubbles. 180. Bloody robbery. Think it's ready. Thank you. Have a nice day. Gotta meet up with Lawrence. Hey! Jason! Here! That was loud. Great, now everyone knows I'm Jason. Bubble tea? Money? Alright, can I send it over later? Good. I want to talk about the flop core. Left you outside, remember? I owe you an explanation. It's a little late to be giving us this explanation. You had time before, and now you're giving us into a location which you have drawn attention to by shouting. Lawrence, you are bad at this. I did it for a chance to examine the data. You want to get dirt on Vision before Situ does. Why would you say that? Because you hate flop farming. Vision is an industry leader. It's part of the reason, plus it doesn't affect the operation. It did, you changed the plan. Change had no consequences. It did, we no longer have two people verifying that the information came from the source that we're claiming it did. Now we only have your word. You made the situation more complicated. I know what you mean. I won't do it again, promise. Say, you're thinking a lot like Nin. She did mention your personal grudge. She told you that? Why, did she suspect I'd enter the flop core alone? Yeah. Did you tell her what I did? I told her. Right, you said you would. I couldn't order you to keep it a secret. You're obviously not happy about it. Don't like what I did? No. I should apologize. I changed the plan first. Sorry, Jason. Don't dwell on it. I needed a chance then, because I knew Nin wouldn't let me touch the data when we're back. For a moment, Lawrence looked struggling. I just wanted to help, examine the data for anything that stands out. I know 23 doesn't want to touch the data from Flopcore. She's trying to avoid too many red lines. She may skip private messages and overlook critical leads. I thought I should take a quick look at the parts that she might miss. Against evil corporations like Vision, we must leave no stone unturned. Why didn't you let me in? I need time. Better have you keep watch outside. Anyways, in the end, I found nothing. I only had a few minutes, not enough to examine it properly. Expected to find something in minutes? Well, I could get lucky. I did notice a few messages. Vision aware that someone is after them. Here's one message I remember. Watch out for infiltration in the next few days. Data theft. I thought, sounds like they're talking about us. Comms are compromised? Not necessarily. Vision was already on alert when Nin rescued Francis. They can't know who we are. Nin is running this whole operation on the table. Vision can't get any lead through Al. But they clearly knew we were coming today. I think it's just precaution in general. The security guard was told to watch for an inspector. But our fake ID was engineering manager or something like that. Oh, that was after Nin's sudden change of plan. In that case, I have reason to believe our comms are compromised. What's that look on his face? Nin will follow up on it. Let's sit tight and watch. Anyways, that's it about the flop core. He looks dejected. Hey, Jason. Say it already. I think Nin doesn't trust me. To be exact, she hasn't trusted me ever since we began this operation. Why would you say so? Like, she didn't let me see the data. Considering what shit you said, she probably didn't want Lawrence to do silly things out of personal grudge. Not enough to be called distrusted, though. Didn't she say it's sensitive data? Meaning she didn't trust I could use it appropriately. She has good reason to. And the secret investigation without Al's approval, she kept me in the dark too. Back then I thought it's cool, like something straight out of a movie. Now I feel left out. You're part of her team, unlike Fran and I. Right. You know what? She tried to keep me out of this operation in the beginning. I can see how much that she worries about Lawrence's personal grudge from flop farming. I don't know what's so special about this case. Why are they suddenly shutting me out? Do you have any idea, Jason? Maybe she doesn't want you blinded by your feelings. Not that excuse again. But why? Because of how much you hate the flop farming industry. What does that matter? The hate drives me forward. Yeah, but it also drives you to do the incorrect thing, make leaps of logic. When you cannot separate your emotions from what you're doing, your emotions are likely to corrupt or possibly can corrupt your view of what's happening. She never tries to understand my perspective. Although, on the other hand, what if it's just me? What if Nin didn't mean it? If so, brooding over nothing makes me like a fool. He's aware that he sometimes broods over nothing, huh? Whichever case it is, you should talk to her. Is that an agreement? Jason, I told you about my past, didn't I? The ordeal at Tendril? Yeah. Now I think I should tell you the whole story. That is, if you'd like to listen. I mean, what else is there to say? Of course, I'd like to. Yeah. Owen's face darkens. I skipped a lot of details last time. I and my family, were not the only victims of the accident at Tendril. There are about 40 victims. The accident made it to the press, but that was covered up soon enough. Back then, flop farming was a super technology. Everyone was talking about its positive side. Compared to that, killing a few dozen shithole residents was hardly a cost. There's something people didn't know about that accident. Actually, no one died when it happened. But he said all his family died in the accident, didn't he? But your family? They were not dead, not by then. Comatose. The accident turned us into vegetables. Tendril's first response was to salvage what they could. We were transferred to one of their secret labs. There they tried many procedures to cure us. Nothing worked. A few died in the process. In the end, they gave up. But it was too late. They couldn't just claim nothing happened. So they decided to make a public announcement saying we were all killed in the accident. One thing leads to another. Now they have a bunch of vegetable subjects. What should they do with us? What did they do? For a month, Their lab was used for experiments, starting with innocuous ones, testing body response, so on and so forth. Then they started radical procedures, cutting off organs and limbs, taking brains apart. I was conscious the whole time. I could see what they did to me. They were kept in a dark room, fed through tubes. They pushed us out to be operated on. Some of us never came back. Every single day I prayed in silence. Not me, please not me, don't pick me. I even... You wretched. You what? I even asked whatever God there is to make them take my parents. Anyone but me. Don't blame yourself. You're under crushing fear. This is normal. I tried to count the days, but it was next to impossible in a windowless room. Lab staff visits were my only clue. Soon I gave up on that. I thought that would be the end of me, of us all. One day, after an experiment, I found myself able to move and talk again. I begged them to let me and my family go. Of course they wouldn't let us. I was drugged and put back to the bed. Before I passed out, though, I noticed something different about the lab staff. On their faces something wasn't there before. I was surprised, shocked, also sympathy. As if they didn't realize I'm a human until I started to talk. Before that, I was a lab rat. That changed things. A few hours later, one guy came and released me. He wanted to let me go, against lab rule, but I cried, asked him to take my parents with us. No surprise, he couldn't carry 2 adults with us. In the process, more lab staff hurt us. We had to flee. I managed to escape the facility, but the man who had saved me was caught. I left him behind, left my parents behind. Couldn't have done anything even if you stayed. I knew I couldn't do anything back then, but I swore to come back one day and save my parents. Out of the facility, I found a way to join a gang. They were nice enough to take me in. Stole some gums from them and went back to the Tendril facility. On your own? Yeah, I knew I had no chance. I must do something to help my parents before it's too late. Every single day counts. Just when I was getting close to the facility, I ran into a woman with silver hair. Granny out for hiking? No. It's Nin. She stopped my suicidal mission. Just when I was arguing with her, boom, the facility went up in flames. Later, she told me that she went inside. Whoever it was I tried to save, they were all dead. She blew the place up so the press would notice. Her plan partially worked. Tendril filed a row of executives, sent a few scapegoats to the police. To me, it was better than nothing. After that, I lost track of Nin. She just vanished, without leaving behind even a name. Her existence told me there were people actually busy trying to save the world. Did you find her again? That's a story for another time. Simply put, I've been looking for her ever since. There are a few cases where she needed helpers. I enlisted myself. With this story, Jason, I'm not trying to make you understand what Nin and flop-faring means to me. Very determined now. There are 2 forces that drive me forward. The pursuit of justice, of power. I'm a victim of the flop-farming industry. But after everything that happened, I realized what I hate the most is the fact that some people walk away untouched after committing unspeakable evil. I take it personally. This is outrageous. It's unfair. I must do something to settle the score. I must make someone pay. This is exactly why Situ is worried about you. Yeah, she said something like that too. But I am who I am. Having survived it, I feel the rage, the fear. Whoever caused it must pay. This is what I call justice, what I pursue with Nin and 23. Using justice as a driving force, huh? Can't relate at all. Oh, I told you. I told you I wanted to join Al, didn't I? Yeah, you did that. Dead serious about it. I want to be like Nin. So, these days it takes power to wrestle against those with power. Nin is a living example. Remember what 23 said about Nin beating the adversity test? That is the power I'm talking about. Seen how Nin handles dilemmas multiple times. For example, For example, once Al told them to handle terrorists who were about to disclose classified information to the public. Al's instructions was to blow up the building they were in, sacrificing all civilians. Nin found a way to cut out the building's network connection for about 5 minutes. Within those 5 minutes, she rushed in to neutralize all terrorists, over 30, one by one. Is that one of Al's adversity tests? Now that I think about it, most likely yes. My point is, I've never seen her hesitating or wavering. She analyzes the situation and takes actions. I want to be like her. With that kind of ability and willpower, I'll be able to do anything. This is what Situ complained about. Unrealistic optimism. I know I'm far from that goal, but I'm working on it. Keep working towards it, Lawrence. I will. Thank you, Jason. You must be wondering about what? That I'm boring you out this with this long story? I know why. Because we're buddies, Jason. You should know more about me. I'd like to know more about you, too. Find me anytime you want to share something. Thank you, Lawrence. You don't need to. Let's be really good friends going forward. Going forward, huh? Yeehaw! There's a bit too much drama. Finally, I can talk about it with someone. I've been waiting for this day like forever. Couldn't talk to Nin or 23 about it. They like me well enough, but I just couldn't see them as simple friends. I know you wouldn't believe it, but I do feel lonely sometimes. Luckily, now I have you. Like an older brother, you know? I appreciate your friendship, too. What's this diplomatic talk for? Okay, it's getting late. About time for me to hit the hay. Yeah. See you tomorrow, Jason. Get some rest. You bet. Everyone has a dark past, even an optimistic boy like him. Human test subjects, Fran nearly getting killed. That's just been happening left and right all the time. I just didn't see them until it hit me right in the face. World's moving forward, ever so slowly without me knowing. But my priority remains unchanged. Defend my way of life and the people I care about. That's it. Getting cold, better get going. A meeting appointment. Hello, my Kim. Are we having the meeting here? Yes. Looks gloomy. What do you expect from him? Anything we can learn about the source. Ideally, we will find its location. Before we start, allow me to remind you. Ivan Zhang won't be very nice to us. See, he's here. Huh? I've seen you before. Fuck me. He's staring at me as if I'm some kind of alien. He's one of you too? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not giving him the same voice I did before. Yes. That's one hell of a surprise. Shall we start? Wait. Staring hard at Woody, Chen, and I. You're using possessed bodies? You're correct, although it's not by choice. I know you want to shed these bodies to get back to wherever you belong, but give me one reason why I should help things like you. You're in urgent need of information, and I promise to provide you what you need. In case you don't trust me, consider this my down payment. Yasmin Song. Yasmin, what the hell? What are you guys talking about? Mr. Zhang and I have a deal. He'll tell me what happened at the source. In return, I will tell him about members of his team possessed by M.B.Us. Since when? I'm not sure. An informed guess, less than 1 week ago. 1 week? How do you know? This is not... How can I trust you if I don't know how this informed guess is made? This is not part of the deal, Mr. Zhang. I can't tell at all. And she's my... Humans identify each other by visual and auditory features. Subtle changes of personality is a gray area. It's only natural that you failed to notice. You don't see yourself as human, huh? Unfortunately, I do not know whether your statement is correct. But that is precisely what this meeting is about. I need knowledge from you, and I must do something. Mr. Zhang, I can't let Yasmin... I strongly advise against taking any action, Mr. Zhang. Who are you to advise me? For your own interest, do not let Yasmin Song suspect that you know. Am I supposed to treat that thing as one of our own? Yes. That thing has complete control over your comrade. It has a million ways to hurt the body before you can intervene. If she has recently been behaving in an acceptable way, that means this kin of mine prefers to continue the life of her host. Feigning ignorance is the most practical solution. Huh, easy for you to say. You're only trying to protect your kin, and in the process, protect your comrade. Good. Okay, you want a story? I give you a story. But I said the story doesn't mean a thing to your purpose. Please do go on. Let's not start from the beginning. Waste of time. Anyways, I somehow rubbed your master the wrong way. Before I knew it, I was caught and thrown in a staged hospital room of sorts. Then one of your kin possessed me. Forced me to get information out of my man. It even made me... Made you? I'd rather not tell you. Mr. Zhang, please honor our deal. I said I'm not telling. I understand. Please continue. After that, there was this creepy figure. Killed everyone there. Didn't make any damn sense. Didn't make sense. Like, he held two people up without touching them and crushed them midair. This is... Then I passed out. When I came around, I was in the same room. I thought I must get the hell out of there, so I left the room. Found myself in this dense fog. Can't see a thing except for occasional strange machine high up. The fog was probably laced with something. In just a few minutes, I started to feel dizzy. So I plucked a ventilator from a dead body nearby and put it on. It was then that I figured out I was not abducted by fucking aliens. Those bodies, your masters, they're human enough. I tried to find a way out, or any living person. Nope, blood everywhere. I went on, nothing but more fog. Just when I thought I was gonna die there, I heard a low humming sound. Following the sound, I found a gigantic steel gate. The gate is connected to a heap of machines that I've never seen before. That was the source of the humming. Could you tell what those machines are for? Did you see any label or instruction? I'm not your genius scientist. As to labels, there were some. I didn't pay much attention, but... Summa Finalis. That was the only label I remember. Summa Finalis? No idea what the hell that means. Please continue. The gate opened as I approached. Outside was an open field. I rushed out before it closed. Then I found myself by a deserted service road somewhere on Yangming Mountain, because I could see Power Station 4 far away. I took a breath and turned back, and there's nothing. There's nothing? Yeah, one big open field. I was the tallest thing around. Wait, where's the gate? You just went through a gate. You should at least see the gate itself, if not the structure it's attached to. Can you describe it? You're not listening. There's no structure. No structure? That's See? The story doesn't make sense. Don't say I didn't warn you. Kind of a fairy tale. Do you have the precise location? I can send you the coordinates, but don't expect to find anything. Went back to double check. Nothing. No gate. No structure. What did you do next? What else? Had to find my way back to human civilization. I ran into a power line service truck. A young guy was working on the cables. He gave me a lift back to Wanpei. Now, question time. Don't count on me for answers, though. I'm as clueless as you are. Do you trust your memory? Are you suggesting I bump my head and dream this up? I mean, could somebody have tampered with your memory? How am I supposed to tell if somebody did fuck with my mind? Didn't you mention inhaling some of that fog? Right, no idea what's in it. It's one thing I can guarantee. Every word I told you is true. You can doubt the state of my mind, and that's all up to you. Could this be related to vision? 200% positive it's not. I've done business with vision countless times, mostly under the table. I know pretty well what they can do. The facility is beyond big corporations and their secret labs. You heard the story. Do you believe vision is capable of that shit? Who else could it be? I know people these days are used to the idea of secret tech. Believe me, what I saw belongs to science fiction. I don't know if the term common sense means the same thing to whatever you are as to us humans. Haven't you realized your own existence is against common sense? Intangible minds that possess people, is that realistic? Good point. Anyways, these people have technologies that are far beyond any corporation. Ha! Maybe they are aliens after all. What did you do to Albert's Psi? You shouldn't know about Albert. I haven't told anyone. Unless one of you is the one who possessed me. Was it you? I mean, I'm torn here. Our kin has advised us not to tell him. But honestly, I think I want to be honest with Ivan here. I think we can go like, hey, because we saved his friend. Yeah, it's me. You chose to defy their order. Yeah, that's it. Like, we chose to defy their order. We saved Albert. Albert would have been dead if not for you. I owe you one. You owe me nothing. I'll be the judge of that. And I decide that I owe you one. Keep that in mind. As to what I did to Albert, the whole process I was carrying him. Can't leave him there alone, can I? So, you saved him. He's somewhere. Out of questions. Yeah. Hey, don't you have anything to say? Hi. What's up? I'm thinking about this creepy figure that obliterated everyone at the source. Who is it? Is it part of the source? I mean, like, I'm fairly certain no, for the obvious fact that, like, it attacked the source. It may have been something created by the source, but in the same way that I think we might have been created by the source, or at least some branch of it. I'm trying to remember now. Like, they were talking about some other branch that we came from, but I don't remember what it was. Nah. It was wearing the same protective suit as theirs. So yeah, I think we're both products of the organization. But under the suit, it must be something else. What's the motive? What does this figure want? Has to be one of these cases. 1, to kill everyone in this source of yours. 2, to do something else. Those people happen to be in its way. Something else, for example, to liberate all M.B.Us. Beats me. The result is the same, though. Your source is no more. Now we are free. Free in stolen bodies. For this reason, we must locate our bodies ASAP. That would be true freedom. In that sense, we have a shared goal. To save Yasmin, I must solve your problem first. Let's keep sharing what we manage to learn, if you don't have any objection. I don't. That's it for today? We've exhausted our information. Agreed. Going forward, I will try to find out more about the source. You will receive updates when there is any. This will take a while. Do not expect anything soon. Good. I need a cigarette. Feel free to stay here before I close shop. Kin. There's one thing I didn't tell him. About the figure that destroyed the source. You were possessing Ivan Chang back then. You must have witnessed the process. You understand what that means? I can tell you more about the figure? No. It means you're transferred to Jason Day after the source was destroyed. All our kin, myself included, were dispatched before that. With the source gone, we're trapped in our current bodies. Do you see the problem? Theoretically, no one should be able to send you into Jason Day. I mean, we don't know the mechanism by which we possess these bodies, at least not in any significant detail. Except for that mysterious figure, that is. Now, think again about what Ivan Zhang just said. I have a feeling that you are its purpose. They wiped out the source to send you out and make sure no one comes after you. The freedom to the rest of our kin is only a byproduct. You really think so? I don't know. Only a theory. But I've got to say, right now it looks scarily plausible. It did mention something to that effect. What does it want? Take the rest with a big pinch of salt. It's my imagination doing the work. I think it wants to observe you. Observe? The evidence being it has taken no action or whatsoever yet. No contact, no interference. It even eliminated all possible interference for you, the source. It could be hiding somewhere, watching you. Of course, I could be wrong. I just feel that maybe you could use this information. As to how to act on it, all up to you. I see. Yeah. I have noticed something. Over time, we seem to be developing more initiative. Once we were mindless puppets, but now we're starting to want things. Everyone's want is unique, but there's something in common. We all want to make a difference with this stolen time. Make a difference? To people around us, to the world in general? As if we're trying to prove something. Prove our own existence. If you're in the middle of something, do it with all your heart while you still can. We don't know if this freedom will last forever. Now, we should part ways. Go back to our own lives, forget about this. Seize the day. Farewell. Farewell, Ken. He left me an understanding smile. Ivan's got nothing to say to us. There's nothing beyond that. I'm assuming there's nothing beyond this station. Oh, hi Jason. Why are you still out here? One for a cigarette. Let's go up. Is he eavesdropping on us? Hey, you guys are back. Hey, Nin. I walked Frances back to your place. She's healing up nicely. Should be able to walk in days. Great, thank you. Don't mention it. Good night, then. Night. Good night. Shh, there are neighbors. Ah, okay. Loudmouth imbecile. Welcome back! How are you feeling? Not bad. Something's bugging her. Something's on your mind? With so many things going on, I have a ton on my mind, huh? I've just given it more thought, what we talked about before you went to the farm. Fran doesn't want me to participate in their mission. Then you were almost killed there. But I can't pull out now. If we still can't find any evidence tomorrow, the situation will only get worse. You don't know that. I do know. The way I see it, Miss Situ brought up your condition to remind you of two things. First, I will be after you. Second, she will send you on more dangerous missions. That makes sense. Jay, I know we have gone too far to pull out. I want you to watch out for yourself, because I don't think they'll try very hard to protect you. You don't trust them? Correct. I'm sure that Miss Situ and the rest of them are good people, but they may not be as reliable as they seem. I won't trust Lawrence too much, but Situ? You think they're not capable? I'm talking about their heart. Huh? I'm suddenly getting poetic? No. Miss Situ is an excellent special agent, but she lacks something that makes us human. Emotions? More or less. She's detached, approaching everything from miles away as if it's someone else's problem. Shh, maybe her detachment is just on the surface. I think it comes from the inside. As you said, she seems to have her emotions perfectly under control. But that is inhuman. She becomes a legend, an idol, but she cannot relate. In her eyes, the world is one after another issue to be tackled. What she sees as a mere issue could be the meaning of their life to others. Is that a problem? How would you feel if someone attached a label to the most important thing in your life and calls it dispensable? Miss Situ is that kind of person. To her, everything can be traded off if the price is right. That's what I mean by detached, seeing everything in terms of value and return. The same doesn't apply to the ones who ultimately suffer this loss. She believes we all can see the world as she does. If not, hearty talk should do the job. She's not that naive. She's not naive. I guess she doesn't know her partners well? She doesn't know them well? She expects too much out of them. They're only human. Make it sound like she's not human. In a sense, she's more machine than human. Lawrence says something like that too. Honestly, I don't know how it could affect us yet, but the foundation of her team isn't as solid as it seems. I care about it so much because I was in a similar position once. I thought, as long as I keep everything in perfect order, my team will agree and follow suit. Turns out, most of them only felt stressed out. She's talking about her job. She's thought a lot in such a short time. Maybe it's just me. With so many things happening, I'm all strung up, especially today. All I could do was wait. You've had a long day. Me? Long day? I did nothing other than sitting around. You're doing the tough job. You did great. If it were me, I couldn't have infiltrated the farm so smoothly. I wouldn't call that smoothly. Huh, right. Bumps here and there. I learned a lot from Miss Situ about their line of work. Nothing of practical value, though. Huh. Hey, and we should talk about your body. Yeah. About the genetic engineering. Yes. I wouldn't believe it if not for Miss Situ. That reminded me of those dreams you talked about. What dreams? You forgot? For a while, you kept saying you had these lucid dreams. Maybe those are not dreams. Could it be you remember while being possessed? Yeah. Let's give it a rest. We have more than enough to juggle now. Wait till this vision business is over. Don't worry, Fran. I was about to say, how can I not worry? But then somehow, I actually did feel better hearing you say it. I was kind of relieved when Miss Situ revealed your body condition. Now at least I know you can handle a fight. Hey, speaking of fight, I've never seen you get hurt. And you hardly ever get sick. Wow, must be nice to be you. Huh. What have we done to deserve this? Don't know, but we can handle it, you and me. Ha! Well said, Mr. Day. Ha! Hey, Jay. What? Why stare at me like that? You're a good man. After everything, I'm freaking out, really. Seeing how calm you are makes me at ease. I guess your poker face has an upside too, huh? We'll just get through this. Together. Never doubt it. Never doubted it. Yes! Okay, sleep time. 23 says my body needs plenty of rest to heal. Good night. I love you. I love you too. I need a shower. Hey. Thought I was in the bathroom just 1 second ago. I don't know what happened, but my body is now sound asleep. Neat. Yeah. So, we chose ops? Only ops wants you. Technically, only ops wants you. You blame me? I'm not blaming, it's just that I want to distinguish you from me, or vice versa. Status quo is making me very uneasy. I don't mean anything bad. I don't mind. Now, about today's operation. Honestly, I wouldn't trust Situ too much. If I said she's reliable, I'd take it back. Today is one giant mess. Lawrence was occupied, so she sent me to infiltrate ops. Yeah, I like figuring shits out on the fly. And you did what they asked, just like that? Did you expect me to say no? I did. I do believe working for them was in our best interest for now. Why? Because Cellar was under maintenance. It's a great opportunity. You're right. Okay. I understand you didn't have any better choice under such circumstances. Although, one way or another, Situ and her gang lied to us. Yeah, I agree. This whole operation is conducted without Al's approval. In other words, it's illegal. I don't see a legal operation as a big deal. Because it's not you taking the fall. At the end of the day, who's the owner of this body, huh? They conceal the truth for their own interest, and we're paying for it. They helped you and Fran in the process. I'm well aware of that. Isn't that a win-win partnership? Depends on the outcome. If they screw up for not having Al's blessing, then we have a lose-lose partnership. I believe they are fighting Vision or even Al for a legitimate cause. And I do believe they're trying to do good and uphold justice. But I don't want to be one of them do-gooders or rub Vision the wrong way. Fran has been rubbing Vision the wrong way for a while, in case you haven't noticed. We can't protect Fran without making an enemy Vision, don't you agree? You're right. Although, I thought they were backed by somebody. To find out they're on their own is shocking, to say the least. Say, we don't know if they really care about Fran and I. Man, I hate seeing the situation clearly and not being able to do anything about it. What do you say? Shall we continue to trust Situ? I mean... we're getting a lot of, like, talk about not trusting Situ, but, like... she's kind of... okay, she lied about this not being an official operation. But that's... she explained why, which is that it gives us the... if this gets flipped on her, she can go and point to us and say, they were never part of it. We can deliberately misinform them. You can't go after them for this. That's her argument for why. There's a reason for why she lied to us. Now, if she says that, she can still say it, sure, and the plan is still to make that claim. But now, it's a lie to do so. And if it can be proven that it's a lie and that we did know that it's an illegal operation, well, then we're culpable. So her reason for lying to us was to keep us out of the line of fire of Owl if something goes wrong. There's a reason for what she's done, and yes, she is cold, but she's being cold in pursuit of what seems to be a morally sound thing. Like, they're going to kill hundreds of thousands of people. Vision is planning on... it looks like they're planning on killing hundreds of thousands of people. We don't know who exactly inside Vision is aware of this and who's participating in it, and we need to figure that out, right? So I'm inclined to just trust Situ, because I don't see... well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna trust her. Yeah, we should. It's not a hard trust, it's a soft trust, but... don't you think they're just using us? I don't mind as long as our interests are aligned. Aligned interests, huh? What if we're no longer aligned? That's a discussion for another day. Once our interests become disaligned, then yeah, we can flip and go whatever way. But so long as our interests are aligned with Situ, then we really should continue to work with her. I see. Say, Fran seems to trust them. Does she? She's worried about their internal dynamics. Okay. Yeah, she's worried. She trusts that they're doing the good thing. She just doesn't think that Situ is as competent as she seems. I'm not worrying about that too much. I'm not worrying too much about that. What about you? I think Fran is right. Situ's not as competent as she seems at handling people management. If she was, we wouldn't be having the issue of not knowing whether or not our comps are compromised and where the compromise might be. At least that's my take. How so? Lawrence isn't very reliable. Yeah. I'm surprised that Situ is working with him at all. Yeah. Speaking of Lawrence, you had quite a talk with him. And you don't find it agreeable? As before, I don't want you to be too involved when it comes to the time to pick sides. I know what you mean. Yeah. There's a chance we might go a different way from the whole party. Honestly, I don't think Situ should have him on the team. That's so. Forthright, impulsive, idolizing what seems good, turning a blind eye to their ugly side. His whole world tumbles down when he sees the idol's feats of clay. By that, I mean he's trying too hard to impress Situ. Agreed. Yeah. And if they ask me to do risky stuff again, just say yes, will you? Thought you didn't like risky stuff. I've changed my mind. Risky stuff is inevitable. I might as well take the initiative. Get it over with faster. Find out what we're really dealing with while I'm at it. I have a feeling that Situ will lie to us again. Come to think of it, even if Situ is 100% trustworthy, our body is still a problem. Al will hunt us down. Looks like our only way out is to join Al. I was naive enough to believe that. If we bust Shane Yan, we could call it a day. Then Yuan Su happened, followed by Al genetic engineering the flop core. We're not dealing with one person or event. This is a whole interconnected, holistic mess. What are you talking about? What Fran and I have seen is only a tiny part of it. This is a giant conspiracy that's been going on for a long time. Situ is not the first to discover it. She's just the first to stand up and do something about it. Don't we know that all along? We do, but I didn't know what it implies until now. Where would we be if she never showed up? Fran would be dead, and I couldn't do a thing about it. I wouldn't even know what's happening. And you're trying to say... These days, I'm starting to see the true face of reality. The reality is that I never had any control over my own life. Genetically engineered from birth, hunted down by vision, cooperating with Situ. I didn't have a choice in any of it. The most ironic part is, I don't even get to control my own body right now, because of you. I'm sorry, Jason. I know I'm not the kind who takes initiative in things. All I ever wanted is to be left alone, away from the world's and people's problems. See nothing, hear nothing, do nothing. No matter how hard I try, it just won't leave me be. Every inch I give, they want 2 more. Now I've made up my mind. Fran has been right all along. I can't sit around and do nothing. Get my shit together, get a grip, take action. Don't just wait for things to happen. What's your plan? I have no idea yet. Bottom line is, now I know I must have an actionable plan. Although, I don't agree with Situ. She was talking about lofty ideas. In a sense, she's like Fran. They're both idealists. They want to change the world, serve the greater good. I don't care about it so much. As I said, protect Fran, protect the way of life we have. This is all I ask for. I want to take back what is rightfully mine. Starting from my body, of course. That's a good start. Yeah. What? Sorry. I didn't realize until you pointed that out. I've been complaining all the time about this and that, about you. You could have fucked up my life royally if you want, but so far you've been working hard to keep things going. In that case, I shouldn't apologize. I owe you a thank you. Thank you. I did what I wanted to. Haha. We must talk about Wooding Chen too, don't you agree? Not Woody Chen, he's an M.B.U. You're right. If what they say is true, our problem won't have an immediate solution. Finding this source, whatever it is, can't be easy. Damn. There's a possibility that the problem solves itself. True. Although, what this kin of ours said, but the figure that killed your creator. What do you make of that? Serving you? Is that really what it wants? I don't know enough to tell yet. Yeah. You met it in person, right? Did it attempt to communicate? It did say something. Like what? Did it say we're free? I genuinely don't remember. But I think it said we're free. I think it was like, its goal was to free us. Said I'm free? Cryptic. But I feel that. Doesn't mean you harm? Probably. Hey, I've been wanting to ask you this. Do you want me to go looking for you? Huh? Based on what we know, to separate us, finding the source is a must. There's a very real possibility that you will be gone afterwards, won't you agree? Yes. I'm just thinking, suppose you're gone. Would you like me to go looking for you? To find out what you are and maybe set you free? Why would you want to do that? As I said, you could have fucked up my life but chose not to. I owe you that much. I can't promise any specific result or that I'll risk my life for it. With a reasonable range, I'll try my best. What do you say? That'd be great. We have a deal then. Once you're out of my body, I'll look for you. Yeah. What's up? The body is about to wake up. Anything else before we go? Yes. Don't let Fran know that I'm possessed. Okay. I mean, I really wanted to tell her just because, you know, it's fair, but we're also doing things on the behalf of Jason Day, like saying I love you. Why? She must be scared knowing that I can be possessed. I don't want her to worry for me. I'll leave the rest to you. I'll try my best. I think we'll go ahead and call that here for today. If you enjoyed this Let's Play so far, leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time on The Minds Beneath Us.